How's it going, everybody? The Grand Rail Fan here, and welcome back to another model train review. Today, I'm going to be looking at an Athearn Genesis steam locomotive. More specifically, the latest rendition of the MT-4. Yes, I've been wanting another Southern Pacific steam locomotive. I know these have been around for a little bit, but I haven't gotten around to getting one of these yet. Um, I was a little hesitant to buy this locomotive, primarily because of the price tag. It's a pretty expensive model. Maybe I'm just more used to BLI locomotives that, you know, if you buy a steam locomotive with decency and sound, it also comes with a smoke unit. Almost a standard, especially with their Paragon 4 ones. But yeah, I've been wanting another steam locomotive. I've been wanting another SP steam locomotive. And the MT-4 has been around, and I finally got around to getting one. So, yeah, I have really high expectations considering the price tag of this, and already it's not off to a great start because I'm pretty sure that this one does not come with a smoke unit, and a smoke unit for the price would be nice. But without further ado, let's get into this model and let's see what's inside. Okie dokie then. Let's dive into the box here. Get it over here. There we go. Off like such. So we got paper instructions, Athearn Genesis, Southern Pacific, MT-4 482 mountain locomotive with Tsunami Sound 2. We got an exploded parts diagram, parts list, sound functions, whole lot different CVs, and ooh, a very nice picture of the daylight version, probably pulling one of the San Joaquin daylights. Very nice. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look at some of that. Ooh, I can change the whistle to something different, and there's a lot of different whistles on this sucker. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look through that later. Very nice, very nice. See, this is the one thing that I like about Tsunami 2 sound, is that with Tsunami 2 sound, you have a lot of different options as far as whistles is concerned. So if you don't always like the default whistle that the model comes with, you can switch it to a different type of whistle, whether it's makes sense or is prototypical to the locomotive that you have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't always matter. You know, if you like a certain sounding whistle, even if it's on a locomotive that doesn't 100% make sense, it's okay. You can do whatever the heck you want. What is this? Dear valued customer, thank you for... Oh, it's just a thank you message from Athearn and different CV changes. So, very nice. What's this? Oh, just Athearn newsreel. And then, what's this paper? Oh, it's the warranty. So what is the warranty cover? What is this? Okay, nice little warranty paper. And then what is this? Are these decals? Oh, these are extra decals, but what the heck are they? Hold on, let me back. Here, what is these? Oh, okay. They're like extra lettering decals. Very nice. Okay. Top to the side. Aha! Now, here's the locomotive itself. From what I can see in the box, it's this. Do these come out? Oh no, these are just extra bits of foam. Okay, what the heck? Why? Why? Was there something? No, there was nothing in. Okay, never mind. Well, let's start off with a tender. Nice plastic seals. It's nice. Just a simple slide out. Yep. Just a simple slide out. And gently pop this open. Ooh. Very nice. bad. It looks nice, detail-wise. Tender's got a fair bit of weight to it, so I'll set this aside. Get some of this packaging out of the way. Now, the locomotive itself. Let's see here. Okay, so this okay, my arm's blocking it. So this open in the back. Ooh. Looks really nice. First impression wise, trying to see where I can grab this model. Probably here. Probably on the running place would be the best bet. Ooh, hold on, let me see if I can get a better hold on it. Have it in my hand. Ooh, that's a pretty nice locomotive, I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty nice locomotive. So it's got a decent amount of weight to it, so must have a heavy die-cast chassis. Nice detailed plastic shell. Okay. Well, first impressions, it looks like it's good. Looks pretty good. So, but we'll see when I take a closer look at it later on. So let's dive into the detail, shall we? Alrighty, so the MT-4s were first produced back in 1924. They were considered a very successful class of mountain-type locomotives for the Southern Pacific, which saw great use of them. They were primarily used for fast freights in their early careers, as well as doing the occasional local passenger train. Later on, they would sometimes be seen taking double headers of the San Joaquin Daylight, hence why some of them, not unfortunately the version that I have, but some of the versions of the MT-4s were actually painted in some semi-daylight scheme. So that was really cool. Also, these would often be seen double heading trains up Donner Pass, usually partnered up with a cab forward, similar to the ones that I have, and these had lasted right up until the end of steam. Unfortunately, no examples of the MT-4 survived into preservation, single tier. They were all cut up for scrap by 1959. That being said, there is also one other thing, and that is if you look at the model, the particular example that I have is actually one of the models that have what they call skyline casing, and they didn't get this until the 1940s. For what specific purpose, I don't really know off the top of my head why they got the skyline casing. Maybe it was because of efficiency, maybe because it was streamlining, I don't know, or some sort of upgrade that they did. But it looks really nice. It does look nice, and it almost looks similar to that of the GS4 that I have, which is really cool, just without the side skirting. So without further ado, let's get into the detail. Starting out from the front, we have a nice typical plastic coupler that you would see on Athearn. Got nice little truck detail on the plow here. Got a separately applied cutler cut lever, always nice to see. Got a functioning headlight with the number boards 4357 on the front here and on the sides here. Very nice. Got a little bell. Also, fun fact, when they got the skyline casing, they also received air horns, which is actually this little thing that's sticking out right here. Class lights on either side of the front of the steam locomotive, as well as the nice stack. These don't look like they're lit, which is a bit of a shame. For such an expensive locomotive, I would expect something like lighted class lights. Going down, we got nice cylinder detail, nice metal side rods. This side rod has a screw in it? Oh, and this one does too. Huh, interesting, interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Got some nice plate detail, separately applied wires. Honestly, it almost looks like the skyline casing section of the locomotive is metal, but it's just plastic, which is what it is. Going back, we have what I can only describe as an air compressor setup for the brakes. Cool. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, let's see. Nice driver detail. Got more piping. The lettering and detail on the side of the cab. That's nice. Up here, the whistle, the safety valves, and the dynamo. Actually, is this a brass piece or is this plastic? Oh man, it's plastic. Really? You couldn't have like a metal separate piece whistle to this? Come on, Athearn. And then this. So I can see there's an LED, so I can see that this is lit up. Oh, actually, I was looking through pictures and I was wondering what those, because normally there would be like number boards of some kind that go there. I think, is that, oh, that's what that extra detail is. So I guess I can separately apply number board detail to this area, these two areas here, if I want to, and I guess that corresponds to the number train that this engine is hauling, maybe? Going back to the cab, I don't want to move this locomotive, but sadly there is like not a ton of cab detail, and there are no separately painted crew figures, which is a bit of a shame. Again, this is not a cheap locomotive, so like little additions and little features like that, could go a long way. But I digress. Going back towards the tender, again, it's nice, crisp lettering. I do like the way the lettering is done. You got some nice rivet detail, separately applied irons, ladders towards the back here. You got more coupler detail, MU hoses, a nice coupler cut level detail, a rear mounted headlight with the number boards. Oh crap. One of these ladders popped out. Hold on. Uh-oh. Yeah, what happened there? What the heck happened there? Oh well, it's back into place, so it's okay. But yeah, loose detail like that. Loose detail like that. That's not good, Athearn. Why is it so loose like that? Why did it pop out just like that? Why is it bent out of shape like that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe unless the guys at the store didn't handle it correctly. I wonder. Okay, so with that, I have one real criticism that I really don't like, and that is that the wire connector and the coupling connector just seem kind of finicky to me between the tender and the locomotive. And it was even told to me when I was buying this locomotive at the store, like, hey, it's got a bit of a finicky coupling system. You're best to, like, once you couple them together, don't try and uncouple them, because like what if this breaks? Well, now I gotta replace it, and all that fun stuff. So, but besides that, yeah, I can kind of see why this locomotive costs a lot, but there are some features that would make it a bit more worth the money. I know not everybody is an advocate of
functioning smoke units. I get it, but I'm definitely one of those people, and I personally think a smoke unit for this locomotive for that price would go a long way. And again, the cab detail and maybe separate crew figures. Again, I feel like that could have those little things could go a long way for such a expensive locomotive. But that being said, it is still a good model. So I would recommend this model if you really want it. I know there's like 4 different versions of the latest one. There's the ones with the skyline casing, the regular black one, which is the one I have. There's the daylight one, and then there's the other 2 without the skyline casing. One of which has a green boiler, which looked interesting to me. I never thought SP did any like greenish paint schemes, but I digress. Detail wise, I think it's really good, and we'll move on to the functions.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug in everything and fire up the layouts. And as you can hear from the locomotive, that tends to start up as soon as you apply track power. Very nice. Go ahead. The headlight works. Yep, it does. You got a nice, nicely lit hoverboard here. Okay, I'm gonna throw it in reverse, see if the tender light works. Yep, I can confirm that the tender light in the back works as well. Very nice. Alrighty, start off with the bell, F1. Not bad, not bad. I might check out the manual and see what other bell sounds and whistle sounds that this decoder can change to, and maybe play around with that later. F2, the good old whistle. Very nice. F3, short whistle. Very nice. F4, blow down. F5. So F5 is the lighted number boards. Okay, that's good to know. F6. Okay, doesn't do anything. F7 dims the headlights. Yep. And then F8, of course, is mute. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's put this locomotive in forward and see how she runs. That's interesting. It took off quite fast for one speed step. I'm going to bring it back into shot here in reverse. One speed step. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because this locomotive was designed for fast freight. Now, this locomotive has not been run in yet, so I've noticed it's a little jerky, but that's okay because, again, it has not been run in. Once it gets run in, then obviously we can determine how well of a performer it is. But just off the bat, I'd say it's a fine runner. It sounds nice. Yeah, I still kind of wish it had a smoke unit, but that's just me. Detail-wise and sound-wise, I think it's still a pretty good locomotive. So
Yeah, not a bad locomotive at all. I'll take it. I will take it. I still think it's a little expensive. But after, seeing all the detail up close, I I'm not gonna say that it is completely overpriced, but I think there's some other things, other features that this model could have included to make it a bit more make the price a bit more justifiable. But that being said, I would still recommend it. I know a lot of SP fans would definitely like it. A lot of Steam fans would definitely like to have one. Maybe some people might go for more of like the daylight one, or maybe even the ones without the skyline casing. But I certainly wanted mine to represent a freight locomotive because, again, I already have a GS4. I might get, maybe sometime in the way future, if they do another run of these in the future, I might get like the daylight version or the green boiler version, because that one looked very interesting to me. But that being said, I think it's an okay locomotive. If you really want one of these and you got $500 to spend on this, $500, then I would say go for it if you want. With that being said, I will leave you guys with a run by this time, and I will catch you guys in the next review. Peace.